I really appreciate Darwin Bedecker. Ryan really twisted his arm to come to the protest on Monday to get him up here from San Antonio. And he wanted me on air right now to thank all my listeners that came out to that event and made it such a success. He gave me some good news. He is in the Target Center, which isn't as big, but is almost as big, the 20th and 21st at exit 228 and William Cannon I-35 on the 20th and 21st of next month. Now, I'm going to be there, and I hope you're going to be there because the feds are going to be trying stuff. We're going to have to try to run a counter sting on them with their setups and expose their criminal activity. They're not done. They're going to try to run us out of there. And as the governor said, that'll show a clear pattern of criminal activity, of intimidation and racketeering. But they're not going to stop. They think this is their town. They think the people of Austin belong to them. That is the city council, the ATF, and the police leadership. The average cop out there is disgusted by this. The reason I know is my dad came to the protest, and I didn't notice him because the whole time I was there, I had like COINTELPRO poking me and getting in my face. And I'm sure some of them were, because later I found out about a meeting afterwards with some people we know are connected to some operations about how they want to get me and go after me. And it's a whole other subject, but it borders on illegal. But luckily, we had people inside who found out about that and called me about it. But separate issue. Anytime you come out for the Second Amendment, you're going to have disruptors who are going to try to spin things and do that. But they failed miserably. But my dad was there. I didn't know that. I didn't understand that. And he said he was walking up, and he was in a sports jacket and stuff. So he was clean cut. The cops talked to him. And, he looks distinguished. And he went up to their cars, people at the parking garage, and he was giving them the law that there's no law against private sale of firearms. And the police said, we know it's bull. And one of them held up his BlackBerry that actually had the law, and he goes, yes, we all know it's a load of baloney. And so every cop he talked to was, because my dad was nice and came over, was, yes, we know it's baloney. Yes, we know. Yes, we know. We know. Well, then, I mean, what are you doing? The police union should be saying they don't want to be part of this. But I remember when we used to go out and bullhorn the Million Mom March. It would be more like the 20 Bureaucrat March, and they would have people there trying to stir stuff up and get in my face. It doesn't stop me. Nothing stops me short of a bullet. That's God's will, whether or not that happens. But it's just absolutely amazing to see the people of America rising up and standing up. And the police were there to intimidate people in the windows, taking photos of people for their intelligence files. And some of my crew saw it, and reportedly we've got the video. We just have to dump it to the computer to watch it, of snipers on the roof. But it wasn't as bad as Waco when I went up there and protested the Ku Klux Klan. They had provocateurs there as well. And there were hundreds of people protesting the Klan, probably 300, 400. And I turned around, and the police were in the parking garage and I was wearing a T-shirt, obviously no weapon. They had me trained in their sights. When you look at a gun, you see it's aimed right at you. I mean, the guy was 100 yards away up in the parking garage across the street, trained on me. Trained on me. And then Mike Hansen, he was with me. And it was just a horrible thing to witness that going on. Okay, continuing here with some of the other news here to close out this radio broadcast. I've got so much I'm trying to pick the most important here at the end and running out of time. I meant to play this video, but it's up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Congressman admits we're told not to call it another stimulus bill, calling it a jobs bill. It's another banker bailout. They're going to call it a jobs bill. And we have the congressman up there talking about how they've been told that lie to the people again for another hoax. I cover the implosion of the Federal Reserve and the criminal bankers and how this could bring them down if we get the word out. Coming up in the next hour of retransmission, Infowars.com. Don't forget the podcast. Great job, crew.